My beautiful stars, reading time. Hope everybody's well today. All right. What's your main focus? Main collective? What is on your mind? All right. I always know when I go for tarot first, there's some heavy stuff going on. So your first card is Ten of Swords. You could be going through a certain separation. You could be feeling some form of betrayal right now. I don't like to say rock bottom, but Ten of Swords definitely feels quite heavy, quite overwhelming. You could be reflecting on certain failures here. Oh gosh, maybe a certain truth has come to the table to create some form of closure. Although, I don't know why, but intuitively I feel like this collective, whatever this backstab, ruin, betrayal kind of energy is, even if something's come to your table in an Ace of Swords approach to create a breakthrough from this heavy energy, especially to do with some form of closure. Why do I feel for the right collective? It doesn't really feel like closure. Oh my gosh. Literally. So heartbreak, disappointment, revoked offers, some form of obsessive mind frame right now. Maybe you have felt manipulated. And like I said, especially with this manipulation, this disappointment, even though you've got Ace of Swords here, it's like there's something lacking when it comes to your soul feeling soothed. Like that is some painful energy. And however this has come to your table, I'm hearing it. I'm going to say it. When you've had someone promise you the world, when you've had someone, you know, really not just declare their love, but make you feel like you're on a path of permanence, and then out of nowhere, this person's, well, what feels to be out of nowhere, I always say there's normally warning signs that are brewing. There's normally little kind of red flags. But when you're in the midst of, you know, kind of your love bubble energy, sometimes those flags that are being presented, unfortunately, we fall short to, and we don't really take notice of. But when you've had someone promise you the world, and then what feels like all of a sudden it's just been revoked, and even if this person has come through with, and I'm hearing it, I'm going to say it, and I hope it didn't happen this way, but something as simple as, I just don't feel the same anymore, I just don't love you anymore, or we're on different pages, or, you know, just something that seems quite irrelevant. It really can still feel like a lack of closure, even though there has been certain words that were spoken about not feeling the same. And I just feel this collective, however this happened, it's not feeling like a ghosting. It's not feeling like this person just disappeared, but for your soul and you not feeling like whatever was spoken was enough, especially for whatever you guys were planning. It's like this poor collective, you just can't wrap your head around what's happened here. And that's sad. Like, these three cards, it's happened very suddenly for you. Let's get two more for your top row. You really could feel like just questioning, especially if this person was very intense. I'm hearing it more love bomby at the start. It's like, oh my gosh. And now you've got 10 of Wands. Okay, main collective, you are really overwhelmed right now. So this is, again, your main focus. So if you aren't really stewing on this emotion right now, like I've got a lot of collectives that have gone through heartbreak, but you're kind of riding the wave, right? This collective, if this has not just happened to you, this is consuming you as you're watching this. I had a collective yesterday really anxious as well. It's reminding me of the same kind of energy. But I'll tell you this right now. Yes, these are painful, but both of these cards, you're going to breathe again. And it's preparing you to drop all these wands down. And you might not feel like it right now. This card, brinks of collapse, over your limit, feeling overwhelmed, overloaded. It's hard with this 10 of Wands. Me personally, I've really allocated that as whoever you are, you're not letting people in on your hurt. You're someone through life. Your whole life could be falling apart and you just carry these wands in front of you and you probably tuck into isolation. You probably shut yourself off from the world. You're probably so prone to long suffering that even though this is so extreme, you could just even feel a numbness to it as well. Why am I hearing that Taylor song? I can do it with a broken heart. However it goes, that song, I'm literally hearing it in my mind. Like you can be falling apart, but the world around you wouldn't even see it. It's in a very odd way, and it might not seem like it. You're a little bit emotionally avoidant yourself. Yes, you feel it within, but you don't let people in on your grievances. Oh gosh. Knight of Wands in reverse. Whatever this situation is, you're either right now holding a grudge without you even knowing. It wouldn't surprise me. Look what's been done. Or you're really in the mind frame, this person, they're being arrogant, they're holding a grudge. There's clearly in your mind, remember I said, even though we've got the Ace of Swords here, for you internally, your soul, whatever words have been spoken here, it doesn't feel like closure for you. This card really, it is really that unpredictable kind of energy. And again, and I said it before, anything that's ended in this kind of way, there was clearly cracks, right? And I'm not saying that to upset you or trigger you, but you've probably had a moment of thinking, gosh, for this to have happened, you guys would have had maybe a little bit of an up and down connection. This card specifies being quite volatile. You probably had moments or have just reflected, I should have left here or I should have left then, or, you know, it's like now that you're reflecting on it, especially because I feel this collective, you're reflecting in isolation, you would be going over every which detail, everything that you missed. And I don't just think it's you reflecting on this person holding a grudge against you. Like I feel there's sadness and a bit of resentment in your soul, but again, it was done very hastily. This card's also a card of like jealousy and, you know, those connections, highly accusatory. Like I'm not saying that the love wasn't here, but there was clearly obstacles in your connection if this has come out. And maybe since this as well, and I see this a lot with divines, it's like you guys can be planning just such a magical future together, and once that separation happens, it's like that person you fell in love with, that angel that was presented to you, is just sucked out of their vessel, and you're like, where did you go? Was it ever real? And maybe the version you're getting of this person now compared to the remembrance of them and your good times, you're like, you're seeing them as a completely different version of themselves. It doesn't make sense to you, which then in turn, of course, it would add to more mental anxiety. All right, let's confirm these. And I'm looking at this Ten of Swords, and there's a reason this is coming to my mind. Maybe it's not even just this situation. It could literally feel, you know that saying things happen in threes? It's like you're going through heartbreak. Maybe you're going through grievances with family, friends. Maybe you're going through financial grievances. Like, I just feel kind of, whatever this energy is, it's like a lot more things were happening at the same time as well. Because Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, that's very, like, that is literally, you're hitting your brink right now. All right, Ten of Swords. Oh gosh. Seven of Wands, Seven of Coins in reverse. You definitely think that this might have been done in a little bit of a selfish way. I think you're trying to protect yourself emotionally. You're trying to, and maybe that's why you're shutting down subconsciously and you don't even know it. I will say Seven of Wands to me, I really see as someone just locking in, seeing that Mount Everest in front of them, but not letting anybody deter them from getting to the top. So let's take it to you just quickly. You've got this, yes, there could be a lack of effort from them. Yes, you could be questioning, why am I so emotionally tired? This isn't even worth it. Yes, you could be thinking that's their outlook looking at this. Yes, that could be surface level, right? But I feel this collective, deep down in your soul, you truly transmute pain into greatness. It's like those hurdles, those knockdowns you get in life. And right now you might not feel like it, but when you're focused, God help who's around you. And right now, whatever's happened here to make you feel like this, you're going to lock in. And remember, I pulled these two cards down before. You're going to transmute this into something amazing. You will get to the top of your Mount Everest. And maybe, because I'm speaking about it as current, but there's a part of my intuition that's telling me this could even be something that's happened a while ago and it's just come over you. Let's say it's happened a while ago. Since this pain, you would have been charging, right? But maybe you're coming into a burnout. Maybe if this is a little bit more of a past tense kind of thing and it's just swallowed you again, burnout is a really tough thing. We lose motivation, we lose drive, we get into this kind of, I'm just over everything, right? And maybe, and I always say about emotion, if it keeps resurfacing, unfortunately we're not seeing or healing it the right way, and that's why our subconscious keeps bringing it up. Especially, I'm hearing this, if your dream state, if you keep dreaming of this situation or this person, or it's like your subconscious mind is wanting to clear something. So if it's more past tense and it is resurfacing, you probably don't want to hear it. There's something we need to see outside of the box. This is more of a current situation. Whoever you are, you have the capability to achieve anything when you lock in. And there's something brewing in you. There is a flame brewing in you, and you will get to the top of that mountain. But again, let's take it more to surface level. This connection, because this is about, it's my life, hate is gonna hate, liberate, like the way it's depicted here, right? and this lack of effort, stagnation, the aimless feeling weighed down. You could be in the outlook, and this is specific, it's coming to my mind, especially if you feel intuitively, and I find this a lot, when something happens very suddenly, the human brain, and for you, you feel like you haven't had enough closure, you go to, was it someone else sexually, intimately? Was it because of family opinions? Was it because of friends' opinions? What I'm hearing for this collective, I feel through your relationship, there could have been some, unfortunately, certain opinions, but for you as a collective, those opinions didn't matter. You clearly love this person. You were planning a future with them. Now, if your brain is taking you to there being interference, I think there's a part of your soul, it just doesn't make sense to you, because it's like, as a collective, which you probably have a quality in your soul, like in you, of loyalty. Like once you're in love, it's like, no matter what anyone says about that person, you don't care. You're locked in, right? Especially with this Seven of Wands, where maybe when you think about this externally, and I always say we shouldn't overgeneralize people. It's really bad for the brain. Everyone deals with things differently. Now, let's just say externally, this person really did listen to other people's opinions and let those things interfere. For you, it's like your soul, it's like even though you have those thought patterns, it's like internally it doesn't make sense to you, because that's not something you would do, right? Which probably in turn would, without you knowing, I always say you don't know when you're building resentment. It starts accumulating resentment, and subconsciously there's like a grudge being built even for you, right? But again, everyone deals with things differently, but I'm hearing that very specific. So the right collective, you would have sat in a thought pattern like that. But again, I think you're in the energy now when this comes over you. You're really trying to take the rose-colored glasses off here. Like for you to see, it's not worth my emotion, the stagnation here, which even if it has happened, it's been stuck for a little bit. So I don't feel like this has just happened today. I feel this is something... like if it's been stagnant, this has been up and down in your emotion for a little bit here. But you're starting to, again, reflect this lack of effort. It's not even worth my emotion, my pain. Doesn't mean it's making it easier for you, but if this is how this person's approached you after this situation, of course you would be in this out. Okay. Tiffany. Oh, that's what I feel. You got Four of Cups under this. I do think there was certain truth spoken here when this all happened, right? But for you, those truths weren't enough. They weren't valid for you. Like this Ace of Swords, it's created a Four of Cups for you. The missed opportunity. This can be a card of depression, right? But I always say this Four of Cups, it does remind me a little bit of that Five of Cups, because just like the Five of Cups, we're focusing on the spilt milk. Four of Cups, it's kind of the same. We're focusing on irrelevant details that make us feel more heavy. When the universe, they're trying to grant you something from that cloud above, right? So the universe is trying to make you see. The universe is making you feel, and unfortunately, the way they transform us is through heavy emotion like this, because this is the emotion that actually creates change, believe it or not. But right now, as you're watching this, unfortunately, the overthinking, the details, it's making you, and again, that unmotivated, that burnout energy, you're just feeling really heavy right now. But there is something beautiful in the background, and we will get into other decks. But right now, currently, you're not wanting to see those beautiful details. Okay. This heartbreak. Oh God. And this is what I felt. Remember that deviation I said it could be a bit more past tense. This is literally revisiting the past, going through the nostalgia. It's like something has activated you. This does say someone's returned from the past. Maybe this person's energies come back in, but unfortunately they approached you this way, which has just brewed this heartbreak again. But whatever the case, this collective, you are in nostalgia. I wouldn't even say nostalgia, I would say ruminating, because this is underneath the heartbreak, the manipulation, the disappointment, the revoked offers. It's like nostalgia's a beautiful, this is heavy. You could have really felt like this was a soul connection of yours. 10 of Wands. Okay, and that's what I felt. It's not just about heartbreak here. This is a lot about future planning, big decisions. Like this is what you're burdened with. You're really stressing about future endeavors right now, this collective. You wouldn't be feeling yourself. Maybe things that did motivate you to get to the top of that Mount Everest in the past. It's like the same things aren't motivating you. The same things aren't creating that flame for you. You're feeling a little bit lost inside, right? So future planning, considering options, discovery, opportunities. Like this is what's weighing you down. You just feel stuck, right? There's something that needs to be reflected on here, and you will get there. You've probably had a moment of even, I always say, if you're watching tarot, you're a spiritual being, you're open to the frequency, you're open to the universe. You've probably had a moment and said to, your spirit team, your ancestors, whoever you believe guides you, what is going on? Like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling so heavy? You've maybe even asked, what's the lesson in this? Again, there's a reason that came to my mind. Especially if this is more of a past tense and it's come in this like in your soul. Okay, Knight of Wands in this upsets me. You definitely believe this person was part of your soul contract. You would have thought this person was the one. So that deviation about when this all happened, it's like literally that angel that was in front of you, you're like, where did you go? You still have moments of questioning this. So even unfortunately, how you've been treated here, and this is probably why you're upset with yourself, and this isn't worth it. This is so stark. There's no movement. There's no change. It weighs me down so heavily. They've treated me X, Y, and Z. Our relationship was turbulent. This would make you so upset and frustrated. But I always say, just side note, this energy makes us experience duality. It makes us harmonize ourselves, and you will come into a clearer outlook in this situation. There's clearly a beautiful lesson that's being provided here. And I always say, you can't phoenix if you don't have to walk through a fire. So yes, you're in the midst of a fire, but this collective, it's those fires that make you find your greatness. It's these fires that push you to be the best version of yourself. It's going to be okay. All right. Before we keep breaking everything down, I just want to get universal cards for you and what's actually around you right now. Let's get some positivity into your beautiful soul. All right, let's see where this leads us, and then we'll see how this reading goes. Before we get these, I just want to get you a surrender card. All right. What are they asking you to release right now and surrender? That's wanting to come out. So silence. So maybe you need to sit in some meditation right now. Again, with an emotion like that all over the place, it might be really hard for you to sit in meditation or stillness, but they are encouraging you to do it in a quiet meditation or contemplation. Try and let go. I'm going to say try. It does say let go. Try and let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Whenever that excessive anxiety comes over, and we talk about it all the time, I always say you need something that's easily accessible that can clear out your thought patterns. So maybe meditation might not work for you. It might. But doing something that's enjoyable, doing something that you're passionate about, right? Something you enjoy doing that will clear your mind frame. And even if it just gives you peace and solace for 10-20 minutes, at least you've got that little bit of peace and solace where with that clear state of being you can breathe, right? And if it's this accelerated, you might have to jump to do it a few times through the day, but you will get there. And I always say life is funny, and what is up must go down, and what is down must go up. And just keep affirming to yourself, well, if today's this bad, at least tomorrow's going to be better. But let it be art. Maybe do some painting, put your emotion on a canvas, maybe cleaning, maybe going for a little bit of a run or going for a walk, or cross stitch or crochet, or don't doom scroll. Don't just do something that's creative, or do something that just makes you and again, it might only give you a bit of breathing room for a few minutes, but try and find gratitude in those few minutes. So when it accelerates again, you're training your brain. You can soothe this by putting you first. You just have to keep on top of it. And it might not work every time, but I always say it's 66 days to create a habit. You got this. And your heart space, so your heart chakra, and you can see it. It's closed, it's armored. It's in protection mode right now. Oh, go outside. I always say nature grounds. It really does, especially I think everyone's got their own. Some people can find balance in all elements, but I heard beach for a reason. Sorry, silly update. I heard beach for a reason. So, you know, if you're fortunate enough to live near a beach, or maybe jump in your car, go for a drive, pop some music on, have a sing, have a scream in the car, and go walk along the beach side. Let those beautiful waves touch your beautiful toes. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Even go walk outside with bare feet. Ground your feet in some soil. Speak to our beautiful Mother Gaia. Take a relaxing break and spend some time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and ecstasy there. Go see how powerful your energy is. I don't know if there's a reason this is coming to my mind. And look at the both green cards. Your heart's really, it's tender right now. I don't know if anyone truly knows the power of their energy and how much it can project out. Like if you've ever played with telekinesis and stuff. But if you go outside, stand near a beautiful tree, and movement as well, it creates energy, but see how your energy can manipulate the force around the tree. It'll distract your mind. You'll start to see the power of your energy, and once you see how far your energy can go out, you start to train your brain, and you start to, without you even knowing, subconsciously, when you can see that your energy projects so far, you start to understand. It's so important. My energy is clear up here, magician mind, creator of universal magic. When you really start to understand the force of energy and frequency, it's like your brain really starts to believe, well, if I'm negative, imagine how far my negativity is reaching out of me, right? But if I'm positive, imagine how much positivity I'm calling in. When you see it tangibly with the power of you, crazy. Go have a play outside. Go on a little treasure hunt. I always say, whenever you go for a walk, all those little things you find on your path, let it be a feather, or let it be a coin, or let it be, whatever, you find a little bit of jewelry, or I call them little treasure hunts. You're meant to find those things for a reason. Okay, surrender to play. Try and find some joy today. Take a break from overthinking as a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. You got this. You got to work on your confidence and your heart space right now. And truly, and I believe that, I felt that in the first part, you're powerful. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of our life. Remember that you are a magical being with uniqueness and a worth that comes from just being you. Perfect little one-of-a-kind you. Okay. All right. What's around this beautiful collective, please? What lessons are they? One more. Oh, you're on target. May not feel like it, but you are. Okay, so you've got the anchor that's up. So I think you're clearly a collective when it comes to endurance and perseverance. This is something you excel at. Otherwise, these lessons wouldn't be provided to you. They're clearly something you can get through. But what's around you is the anchor energy, which is very powerful. So it is about stability. It's about things becoming solid and grounded through endurance and perseverance. Your willpower could be really activated right now. So mental discipline, not avoiding certain tasks, not avoiding certain things, or having, that strength and willpower to say no and yes to yourself at the right time. They're creating long-lasting things in your life. Again, you may not feel like it, but I always say, one, it's the rooms you're not in that truly matter, the magic that gets created there. And I'm seeing that meme that, I always talk about it. It's this little stick figure, right? And he's got his head down and he's so sad and he's just got a cloud of pain around him, right? But in the background, it's his angels fighting his demons, but he does not see it. And whatever's going on right now, there's battles being fought for you. Okay, so you just keep being that best version of you. That beautiful, kind version of you. You wouldn't have got the card of magic and soul's path and play and such. Like you're clearly a beautiful human being. You have pureness in your heart, and I always say, where there's bad karma in this world, there's good. And maybe you haven't hit your, peak season, your reward season, but your greatness will come. And they could be in your energy right now as well, divine masculine energy. If it hasn't come, that first part is that if this hasn't been triggered by that Six of Cups in reverse, if this hasn't been triggered by an appearance of them, They could be, especially you're seeing this as a lover's connection. They're not physically in your energy. They could be energetically in your energy right now. Number 28. But you are on target. But we just need to try and shift your focus a little bit. So those surrender cards, it's really going to help you. It's going to be beneficial. 28th of January could be an important birthday, memory. Oh, perfect. Of course. The lion. They could be a sign for you. Lion strength. You could have just seen something on your feed like a lion just before this or just after this. To have a beautiful sign from your angels. You're majestic. Teaching you to stand in your authority. Working on your self-esteem here. Might not feel like it, but they are. You're going to overcome these difficulties. Fair and just. Your heart is going to be centered again. And right now your heart space is very blocked off. But again, that devotion you have within, that dependability, that loyalty, if that is something that you project out, that is what you're destined to call in eventually, when you're really standing in your worth, right? And you understand who you are at the core. When we really understand our true core fundamentals, values, what we truly not just want out of life, but need, right? When we understand that about ourselves, we don't fall short to the spark or the like. We get it. We get love is beautiful. Yes, I heard this thing the other day, and it's so true and it's so magical. You want a life partner. You're not just going to fall in love once. You're going to fall in love multiple times with that one person, because we are forever changing. So as the decades go on, you need to be able to choose that person through those decades. It's not just falling in love once. It's falling in love multiple times. And when we don't really understand that, and we get blinded to the lust, the attraction, the spark, you've got to love someone at the core. You've got to really reflect, will I choose you every day? Will I choose you when we're old and grey? Will I love you at your worst and not just at your best? When we really understand these things, instead of falling short to attraction, we look for values. We look for alignment. We look for someone we want to build a foundation with. We look for someone that we want to be a great example for children. If you want to have children, you don't just sit in that moment, right? You don't just look at someone as dating, but will I choose you forever? And believe it or not, through the pain, you will start learning these things. Again, it wouldn't be coming to my mind. It's not something this collective you've already started to understand, or something your soul needs to hear right now. I always say it. The right love soothes. The right love doesn't accelerate. And look at your first part. I'm blocking as I'm saying it. Yeah. As we're saying it. These complicated circumstances, feeling strung a lot. It's just, I hate saying it's so surface level, but it is. Because you've got something so grand happening underneath the surface. This pain, you'll never align with this again. You're seeing this as a 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, Knight of, like that. And I always say life repeats. You have probably had quite a few relationships that have ended up the same. You're probably at that point. I never want to deal with this again. What do I need to do to change? I always say, when you go into self-reflection about the pain instead of blaming, you're growing, right? Oh, they're this, they're that, they're this. That's why they're a narcissist. No. Why do I keep calling this shit into my life? I never want to deal with it again. And I feel this collective, this was your breaking point for true self-discovery and true self-understanding. You're not in a yarn. You're in your lion strength. And things are developing. You could be an air sign. You're growing in the mind. Alright, let's confirm these beautiful cards for you. Oh, beautiful. And this one's wanting to pop out too. Perfect. So, clarity, the right clarity will come. You don't need to, especially if you do have this strength in the mind, you could be a very observant person. But this getting more information, clarity will come that's going to give you a new perspective, right? But this is so beautiful, this card. This is that childlike spark within. But new beginnings, innocence, brand new, creative flow, carefree energy. And that was a part you're feeling very blocked. You're feeling like you're coming into a burnout, lack of motivation, all of that stuff. It's all bubbling under the surface. You're clearly ascending the mind. I always say when we're going through an ascension of the mind, that's what happens. You go completely black up here. It's all fog because we're removing things that aren't serving us. We're upgrading our thought pattern. We're updates to the system. Okay. New perspective will come. All right. This masculine at 13J, or oh, you can't do 27th of the 13th. Although technically there should be a 13 month. Okay. Oh my God, you got the pairing. Not that this collective needs to hear that. I don't know if I want to say that for this collective. Let's just get one more. I was feeling this should just be a soul reading for you. Spirit wouldn't have shown me that if... One more for that. Okay. So right now, we know you're seeing them Knight of Wands in reverse. So expect the unexpected came out underneath them. But there's things that need to be clearly evolved, changed and healed here. If there is something destined to come through with this person, when it comes to the arguments, the fighting, the pain, the doing it again and again, the repetitive energy, that needs to change, right? 28th of November could be important. 11 as by itself. J again. Let's get one more. Oh my God, did you see that flip? Oh. From tears of sorrow to tears of joy. You need to understand everything happens for a reason. If this exited out of your life, this could be a broken mirror connection. If it's meant to be, it'll not pass you by. Clearly the energy you were in was not serving your soul's path and it wasn't serving theirs. This right collective, and I felt it as I was reading it, you guys had this in your energy, right? In your connection. That's not healthy for anyone. But from tears of sorrow to tears of joy, fulfillment. As soon as you stop chasing after something, even if it's just energetically, I always say it's just as bad as physically chasing. Again, remember we were talking about the projection of frequency? Imagine what energetic chasing does for a soul connection. You're pushing them away. Sorry, email. This is good. Let's get one. I actually wanted to shuffle to get one more. Oh my God, the luck, the reward. Oh, that's good. It could be something special. Major opportunities. Things are unfolding. Breathe. Major opportunities. You will celebrate the light again. Warmth, growth. We love that word, growth. Relaxation, enjoyment, expansion, positivity, building strength. They're saying, wait, things are unfolding. Not wait for this. Not wait for that person. Just like, don't wait for the don't even wait for the expect the unexpected, but don't give up on your energy right now and what you believe to be true. Okay, what you think, you create. All right, on target. And you got the new cycle from things that are stuck, and right now they feel stuck, but you're on target. It's stuck for a reason. The thing's being fought in the background. You're someone that's meant to be duty bound. This is reminding me, I'm not going to lie, a little bit divine. Duty bound, dependable. You're building strength through this stuck energy. You're on target. Lion. Oh, stop it. You got the butterfly. Metamorphosis. Remember the deviation about the lion. Metamorphosis, being open, embrace this change, evolution of your soul. And it is evolving you in a magical way, rising up from the ashes. And you can't rise up from the ashes with no fire. You're reinventing yourself. You're going to find inspiration again. Okay. All right. Yeah, that tried to come out before. So this complicated circumstances, feeling strong, blah, 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 you've got luck on your side. You've got rewards coming. You've got 23 here. That's important. If you've got your clock on 24-hour, maybe you're watching this at 23. Or you see... Oh! So underneath it's developing. What a magical card. Double rainbows could be a sign. Divine intervention. Divine intervention, duality, perfect timing. It's not your ego's time, it's divine's time. Ascension, which we just said before. Light codes, as above, so below. What is up must go down. I always say this. Even if you're on a healing journey, life doesn't get easier. We just get better. We learn how to deal with life. We learn how to deal with the ups and the downs. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. So those people that think absolute security is something to be that absolute security is an illusion. You could have multiple millions of dollars in the world, the most thriving. Life can change like that. Nothing is ever completely secure. That's why this journey is to teach us to release the external and come within. The only thing that's truly secure in life is our soul and us. External stuff, it just weighs us all down. And again, there's people that have everything in the world and wake up with stress and emotion. Well, this doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't mean it's just emotion just dissipates away. I always say there's only one thing that's certain in this world. One thing. And this is going to sound morbid, but it's the truth. That it's only one thing that's certain for every single person here. We will all face our last breath. So, we always talk about it. Thinking external attachment is going to create our happiness. It's a blind spot. We create our happiness. So I tell you guys, live every day as if it's your last. It's where you truly learn to be present and appreciate. Okay, last one. 16 could be important. Oh, look at that. Your heart will center. And that's what we need to work on for this collective right now. So you've got this, expect the unexpected. You did have an Ace of Swords. And now you've got the light bulb. So love, romance, joy, bliss, heart desires, forgiveness, passion, an aha moment, a discovery, a breakthrough, a reveal, enlightenment, a realization, an epiphany, an illumination. There's something here which, again, this is around you, but it'll come when you least expect it. Okay. All right. I want to get your archetype. I just want to see what's around your heart space right now. Let's just quickly confirm that. Oh, that wanted to come out, your endurance. But this is a card of growth. All right, let's just get a few. All right, what's around your heart space? Not what you think. I just want to see the actual energy around this collective's heart space. Okay, I'm going to read them. Okay, you definitely don't see this. It could be someone else as well. Insane chemistry, liking each other equally, having fun. Okay, so we've got kisses, unconditional love, giving, receiving affection, falling in love with this passion, beautiful. But we do have not enough. I was just feeling this could be something more new, but then these two made me think, maybe it is this situation, because if it's new, I can't see how you would be frustrated or lacking confidence or going through self-sabotage, or and then there's competition, enemy, malicious look over your shoulder, the other woman. This card makes sense with the energy you're in right now. And this is around your heart space, so there is clearly some form of interference here that's creating blocks. But again, remember the meme we were talking about. You don't deserve to put up with that. So you need to trust that the universe is clearing this out in some form of way. And I'll tell you something, if the person on your mind feels this way about you, but they're toying with someone else, they're going to get karma. Maybe your separation as well, then you're not meant to deal with their karma. And remember, I said this collective, you're loyal, you're dependable. If this person's life was falling apart, or they had to go through certain things to do with health or loss of job, or you'd pay this person's way. You would lose yourself in their troubles. You would mistake their karma, their bad moments for your own, because that's how much you love, right? You don't know why this is happening. The universe does. So you just need to believe. And I say this for divines, you all have to go through a chapter individually, your own soul discovery without one another. So that you don't deserve. Why should you deal with that? So trust you're being protected. All right, let's confirm these. That's what I felt. You could meet someone new very soon. Just saying. Remember I said with that passion, which should be first, I said this could be someone new. It could be. You could have something or someone access. You could have a few things going on in your heart space right now. This is about dating, yes. So maybe, yes, getting back out there, dating, yeah, whatever. But it's also about meeting someone new. And again, getting back out there. That's good. Okay, unconditional love. And literally full, and then you got, well, we know who that is. Or it could be someone that's already got their eye on you. A not so secret admirer. This is the spy. So this could go for old and new. Unconditional love, giving, receiving, affection, falling in love. This could be this, or someone new, watching, looking. If it's someone new, they're not going to be gaslighting you. Let's be real. This is a card of stalking, but obsessed. And you yourself, you feel a bit of obsession coming over you. It could be you've got spy interfering energy right now. Let's get one more for that. And I always said for doing things like that. And again, you got it again. Every deck you're getting an epiphany, a sword of truth coming through. So spy, old or new, you've got clarity, truth, revelation on its way. Okay. Plane taking off. Every deck, you're getting that. All right, not enough. That's sad. I hope that's not you. You're more than enough. You've got to strengthen your lion energy. Okay, So reminiscing, keepsake, perception, wanting to learn from the past, new memories. This collective, you're bound to the past right now. Watch the first part. It could be this past person as well. So one of these people, definitely, like I said, there's been past things here. Okay, wanting to learn from the past though. I feel you've got two energies around you, this collective and this snake. Well, that's what happened for this collective. You were making all the promises in the world and then it got revoked. Watch from part 1. So this snake was there, and I see this a lot in divines. Those karmics are there before you even find each other. So whatever long-term plans, engagement, completion, it was already there and it's still there now. So that needs to be soothed and healed. Trust. One more. So there's nothing you could have done better. There's nothing you could have said, because remember, you're going over everything. It was all destined, okay? It was all destined. It's not your fault. We know that because you got a spy here, taking a chance, risk, being strategic, not showing and you know what? And I was about to say this, and I'm going to say it, and you guys know me, I really try and find understanding in both parties when I'm doing connecting energy. But I'll tell you this right now, your first part, the way this was left, and especially with that 9 of Wands in reverse, this person, if they brought this baggage into your life and they never came to the table with honesty, they're a little shit, right? So I know you've got, and I always say this, people can evolve, do not take the burdens of this person's dishonesty and betrayal for your own. And you are truly a divine being. Those surrender cards, the karma this person would have got, again, you didn't deserve any of it. You weren't allowed to be aligned to their karma. So, sneaky, this person clearly needs to grow up. It's just sad because this collective, you can see how hard you are on yourself. And it's because, and I said it, it's that, I just watched from the beginning, the lack of, just the words that were spoken. Your soul always knew that was not enough, right? Okay, done. I just want to confirm this quickly because I feel there is something around you. You've just got that sort of truth coming in with every deck. Okay, something's not the right time. Pregnancy, those two together. Okay, I heard a couple things straight away. That could have been another thing. You could have shared or lost a pregnancy. It wasn't the right. There's something about values that weren't aligning with you and this person. Okay, there could also be a detail, because you've got Sword of Truth in every single deck, about a pregnancy that you're not aware of. Okay. Oh God. Someone else in the confirmed. So again, this could be part of whatever this is coming forward. That was the butterfly. Health, there could be certain things to do with health, especially mental anxiety, and I deviated, and when I was talking about the karma, maybe health was one of them. Let's get one more for health. They'll be back, so it is them. That was part of their karma. I don't think this collective, you know this. You could have had an accident. There could actually be some health issues here. All right, let's confirm these. So it's past. So the right collective detail don't make it fit. There is something here. This was never the right time for you. If this was trying to be pushed in this moment, this shut the door here, okay? When pregnancy was spoken about, this person became emotionally unavailable. Or you could have fallen pregnant and this person did. Again, watch from part 1. Okay, and I said that. So this someone else, the snake, all of that, I said, you just need to trust. The universe has got a hold of it. You're protected. Everything in divine timing. Let things flow. I'm going to say trust the flow. Trust the universal flow of life. They were protecting you. So again, this sadness and this pain that you're feeling, they were protecting you. It's a blessing in disguise. And we said it before, without the emotion and feeling, you wouldn't be evolving. It's funny, the universe just constantly gives us tough love. It's that other meme, when you ask the universe for something, and they give it to you by pushing you off the cliff. By making you find your wings. And you're protected. Okay, so underneath there'll be back health issues. Maybe your pets. Maybe you've got some pets right now going through some health things, or they're acting a bit differently. There's distance between you guys and guardian angels. So you guys actually could have lost, or this person could have had a passing here. It could have been a fur baby passing as well. There's clearly not, so there's distance that's blocking you. There's some form of health that's blocking you, a lost loved one. There's some stuff, and this could all be going on in this person's life as well. So again, their karma was not your karma to bear. Last one, feeling used. That was sneaky, that wanted to come out. Okay, they could be an earth sign, you could be, but this could have taken years here to really ground all of this. Or there could be grounding. I'm just surprised because you have the revelation, the shock, the truth, the epiphany in every deck, and here it is not coming out. So again, I guess it's expect the... So it's around your energy, but it's not coming within this week. I always say this deck is my an air, so air and earth. You've got to trust your intuition right now, not your overthinking mind spy. So we know that. There is something that's meant to be brought to light for you. Not this week, though. Okay, so just understand this is you're being protected, you're being guided. I think that's what they're still going through right now. Okay. All right. I just want to quickly get you... I want to get you an archetype card, because you just feel so magical, this collective. The ring. Oh. And I was just playing with my ring, actually, as we split that on that. Did we get two straight away? Oh, God. The venom and the prayer. That's how you release it. Speak to up above. You're going through a purge. I felt that at the start. I don't think you have venom here, but I do think you've got a build up of resentment. They're saying, turn to us right now. And this card, I'm sure it really depicts as well that it's like you soothe people. It's like... Anyway, let's read these. Because just off the bat, I'm just hearing remember who you are. Remember I was saying before with those surrender cards, you're clearly such a kind, beautiful, magical soul. Do not let these grievances bring this out of you. You need to truly, and I know when you're in strength, this collective, you know this all happened for a reason. It's just right now, this is being activated to purge, right? And remember I said, I feel the right collective. You've had a moment of saying, why is this coming up over me? Why am I feeling this? What is the lesson in this? Let's read the prayer first. The worship, the reverence, and the homage. What is the prayer? When we are in a state of prayer and when we are not, to whom or what do we pray? The practice of the prayer has been with us since the dawn of time as a remedy for the omnipresent, self-centered thinking that spins us towards illusion. I'm just going back to, again, those surrender cards. Surrender to joy, silence, stillness, the natural world right now. This is what brings you peace. When you're stuck in this, you get into that, unfortunately, that Four of Cups, right? Not that it lasts very long. And I say this to all of you guys. Prayer gives you more answers than anything. Reading anything. You speak to up above. The stillness and the glow that comes over you in that moment, it's so powerful. And it releases this energy. And this collective, you're better than that. Like this venom. Where are we up to? Prayer leads us beyond our ego as we move from our little story to the big one. Some say we are in a state of prayer anytime we are not the center of our own thoughts. And that makes sense. Right now, you can't, like, this is the center of your thought right now. It's like consuming you. Take yourself out of it. Take this person out of it. Be present. And that's why all those cards about do things that make you joyous right now, that clear your mind frame, right? Perhaps it is simply... Others say prayer is a natural result of gratitude. Perhaps it's simply surrender or service. What prayer is for you? This card reminds us the importance of get quiet, low, humble and soft. Bow and touch the ground as your heart lifts to the sky. Though it may be uncomfortable, it is time. Nothing else will do. Do you know what I'm seeing right now? Hold on a second. I'm seeing my little willow tree. When they were saying bow and, your prayer is going outside. Raise your arms. Speak to Mother Nature. Speak to the birds. Remember that deviation about moving the trees with your energy? That is you. I saw her so clearly. I collect these, but this collective, you remind me of a little Snow White. Like the Disney princesses and Sleeping Beauty, they walk and all the birds and everything are just tweeting and following her. That is you. That is your prayer. Go open your heart space to Mother Nature right now. Or actually pray. I always say prayer doesn't need to be... but I'm actually going to put that there, watching over your beautiful reading. Okay, when in light, you're offering to be of service to others, which I think you must be. You must be with the way I'm speaking to you. You were fine to ask for guidance, where right now you're 10 of Wands. And you know what? I find that with people that serve others. Completely broken inside, and you don't lean on anyone, but you let everyone lean on you. Okay, when in you expect results, and that's what's happening right now. It's just the lack of results. That 7 of Coins in reverse that's creating this. All right, let's read this venom. Hopefully reading, I don't even want to read it. It's such a yucky card, but hopefully it makes you realize, why am I sitting in this? This is not me. This is me. Okay. Yeah, I really don't like this card. Oh, and we split. There we go. The poison. Ooh, the curse. The toxin. Yuck. Get it out of you. Old belief system that you're trying to change. That would consume anyone. Much to our dismay, the venom is always lurking in the shadows in one form or another. Its toxic presence may be found in our relationships, thoughts, speech, or environment. Thankfully, the cycle of purification and detoxification comes so naturally that it is built into our every exhale. Exhale that out. We breathe out carbon dioxide and the plants... that's beautiful. And the plants return it to us with oxygen. Archetypal venom is rarely remedied as easily. However, and it can come in potent forms and quantities that are deeply damaging to us and to the world. When the Venom card appears, there is a harmful substance in your psychic realm that must be identified. You're overthinking. Perhaps your words have a sting of poison to them. Perhaps a relationship is slowly draining your reserves. Acknowledgement is the first step. Change is the second. The remedy will reveal itself in time, and with it, forgiveness. When you're in light, self-realization through suffering, and that was what we were saying at the start. I know without this we do not grow, but this collective, you are not this, you are more powerful than this. That is why you've been granted the strength you have, the preserve. Watch from part 1. You don't need external forgiveness to let go of this. Forgive yourself. And there's such a big part how hard you are, and this has nothing to do with you. You're amazing. You're amazing, but you need to believe you're amazing. You are not the venom. So don't let the venom overtake your beautiful, glowing soul, because the world needs your glowing soul. That is you. Okay. All right. I am not going to make this reading about this person, my angels, because I just want you guys to find your internal strength. But what I do want to get for you is these, and then I'm going to get you tarot, okay? All right. I just used these the first time the other day. They're actually quite magical. Don't ask me what they're called. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what they're called. Oh, God. Whoever makes that love pop deck, I've got quite a few. It's the same... Oh, my God. This came out the other day, the first time I used it. It could be the same collective. Oh, so true. The Enchantress, I can't say that word, touch. So look at her. She's got a crystal ball, but it looks like she's got the world in her hands. You. Charm, captivating those around you. Your influence is magnetizing. And that's probably the biggest that's the one thing in this reading, this collective. You need to realize how your field of influence, how far it projects out. You really need to go play with nature, because I think this or practice the telekinesis. And when you guys realize how far your energy can reach, you're going to start having more power of the mind, because you're going to realize when you're in negativity, all of that negativity is around you like, bah! So imagine what you're going to draw in with positivity. You have a field of influence that is unmatched, but you need to see it. See it, right? Believe it. Use your charisma and charm to create connections that open doors for you. Your ability to captivate others will pave the way for your success. 98. 9th of the 8th, 8th of the 9th, or you could be born in 98 or 89. Okay. Oh, sacred. And we brought up dreams at the start. You could be a prophetic dreamer, but sacred dream. Manifest your most cherished desires. You can't manifest with a mind like yours right now, because what are you going to call in? If you're a manifesting demon, what are you going to call in? Clear your mind frame. Your dreams hold the key to your success. And we brought up dream state at the start. Trust in the power of your dreams. They are I know this is more dreams that you want to achieve, but there's something about this collective dream state. Trust in the power of your dreams. They are messages from your higher self guiding you towards a life you were meant to live. Now is time to bring those dreams into reality. You're one of my collectives. When you're focusing on you and your greatness and what you want to achieve, you are literally a little walking Disney princess. You're a glowing angel. as soon as you focus on this stuff, it just makes you like, it's that venom energy. It shows you, and I always say body's emotion, it's your biggest sign, bigger than the synchronicities, the signs around you. When you think of this and it makes you feel like that, what is your soul telling you? That this person is your poison at the moment. You just have to let it unfold the way it's meant to. 99. It's like they're your kryptonite, but not in the right ways. Kryptonite's a bad thing, isn't it? And they're your kryptonite. Oh, beautiful. So there is a glimmer of hope around you right now, but strengthen your mind. Believe in yourself. Get out of that not feeling good and get into this, because I promise you what you will start to attract in, what's a glimmer is going to become like wildfire. Okay. Illumination of the dark, which is all around you every day. The sword of truth wanting to be released for you, but there is something about yourself that you need to see first. Okay. You need strength in this truth right now. You know what I'm hearing, especially if this truth is coming from this connected energy. You remind me of a collective finding strength in silence, but when they come, you will crumble. You're not meant to. You're not. Please watch from the beginning. What's been done here, you're not just meant to cower. You're focus on this. This illumination will come. In moments of uncertainty, a glimmer of light always guides your way. You always find some form of positivity in the darkness. What is up must go down, and what doesn't last very long. Just ride the wave right now. You're going to be okay. All right, last one. Oh, the sovereign being. And we were talking about that before. Claim your power and rule your domain. You are meant to be crowned and sitting on your throne. Truly. You are the ruler of your own life. Don't choose to sit in the poison. You rule what you feel. Remember that. Step into your full power. Lead with authority and wisdom, and you will attract those that recognize your strength and leadership. Truth. I want one more. 58, 31, 90, 99, and 98. I really should get the name of this deck. Something intuitively is telling me that someone's going to want this deck. Courage Elixir. Okay, the case for this one, it's the same author as, so go into Etsy and type in Vibe About It. Vibe About It does the cosmic one, the love pop, and this one here. I don't know exactly what that one's called, but you type it in, you'll see it. They have pictures of the cards. Okay, that's what the back of the card looks like. That's what the front of the card looks like. Okay, drink deeply from the bravery cup. Number 8. You're just going through karmic energy right now. Face challenges head on and claim your victory through the fire. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. And we had that deviation with the 7 of Wands. You feel that 10 of Swords, you transmute that to greatness. Remember that about yourself. Take risks, you will be rewarded. And your heart's compass, we need to unblock it right now. Your heart will be fulfilled. There's no need to fear. You're sovereign. You don't need it. You don't need it. It'll come when you don't need it. It'll come when you don't look at it as completion and lack of companionship. It'll come when you appreciate it, right? I'm not saying that to upset you, but if they're holding it away, it means, and we had that huge deviation about how love should be viewed and seen, there's still something in you that whatever divine energy is meant to enter you, it's meant to be permanence. It's meant to be longevity. So you just need to trust them. It's not what our mind, it's what we project out that they read, right? There's something in you that still isn't ready, believe it or not. Again, not your ego's time, divine time. All right, we split it on upset. Well, we know they are. It's not about them though. Okay. I just want to see what the universe is preparing you for. What's this next chapter? What's on its way to you? I'm not getting time. This collective, you need to sit in power of you. What's coming? Oh, well, I will say I do think this is coming very soon though. That exhaustion in the mind, the lack, you're going to get your creative flow and spark back, especially with that other deck. I think that was your first row. Passion, new adventures, success. Luck is on your side. It's always been on your side. But you're really going to feel like you're hitting the jackpot here when it comes to luck very soon. Okay, this is also a card of engagement and fertility. And you got 4 of Wands. So that, again, my twinny cup, but the community and you stressing whatever's coming. Foundation, marriage, commitment, stability, long term, right? Partnership, action, the community though, and prosperity. Beautiful. And the fact you've got 2 wands to start could be quicker than you expect. Good. But it comes with loving yourself first. Ace of Cups, yes, it's intuition and overflowing motion and love offer, but it comes with you filling your cup up first. Your true self-love. But yes, you've got pure intentions, new love, or some form of love on its way. Your feelings will be the right love will always make you feel seen and appreciated. Just remember that. But self-love, fertility, overflowing emotion. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, that's pretty good. Trusting someone as loyal as you. Someone that truly is a ride or die. Just like you. They match your energy. Someone that's dependable, abundant. Someone that can take care of you. Not that you need someone to take care of you, but you know what I mean. Someone that's in their masculine strength, a provider, a protector, so you can sit in that pure heart of yours and nurture and care. They could be an earth sign. Okay, there's something with your, let's get one more for that though. Your shadow. And it could be, you could have you've got 2 people around, you could have a choice of someone good and someone that binds you to your past. World completion, 5 of Cups. Okay, new direction, Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. I think let's go to you. I think right now you're clearly in this energy, things that are gripping you, the obsessive thought pattern, that real need of external gain, attachment. This is part 1. This is overtaking you right now, and you got the Venom card, right? So I do think what's coming, and it's driving you because of this 5 of Cups, kind of like that 4 of Cups. You're so focused on the lack and what you don't have and what's been spilt, you're forgetting what you're creating in the background. You're forgetting who you truly are, right? Which just makes this heavier. But I do think with whatever's coming here, you are going to move on from that storm. You are going to find wholeness, success, feeling emotionally fulfilled, completion, travel could come as well. I do think you're going to move on from this and redirect the energy and find a new path when it comes to this. But you need strength in understanding when this is coming over you, which you are aware. You are aware, but sometimes you let it swallow you. And I just think this next chapter for you, I do think you finally release it. But I will say one really good thing about this devil's energy. It is his commitment. It is his willpower. It is when he locks into something, especially when it comes to success, not many people can budge him. Okay, so he does have some strengths to him as well. But more than none, I'm feeling you're going to redirect a lot of this obsessive, sad energy. That's good. Okay, so you do have love offers coming in. It could be with a proposal. Just, this is your first row. But remember, he's a slow journey. He heals himself before he heals anyone else. They've given you the cup of bravery, the elixir of bravery. He's the elixir of healing. So just whatever's coming in rapidly, especially if it's external offers, take it slow. Oh! Temperance underneath your Four of Wands. The angels have got a hold of this. But whatever comes, it's going to feel tranquil. It's going to feel peaceful. It is going to feel balanced. It is going to... Oh, this is very nice. And it is a card of alchemy. And you are an alchemist. You're a transmuter. But balance, healing, transformation through your patience. And a little bit more patience, I think, is needed here. But the angels have got a hold of this. Oh, that's wanting to come out. So it could be from a walk away. This Ace of Cups. Take the face away from it. Take the face. It doesn't matter take it away, because whatever you're going to experience, new or whatever it is, it's going to be amazing. And it's being guided from up above. So it shouldn't matter who turns up, because whoever it is, you're going to love them like you've never loved anyone before. And vice versa. Take the face away from your mind and just believe. Oh, judgment underneath the Ace of Cups. This is so beautiful. See yourself. Remember how powerful you are. You might be destined for another awakening around this time as well. So that judgment energy, it really reunites us with our past, present, future self. It brings us in as one. And that's what happens. You're going to be one when this comes through. Awakening, reincarnation, reunion, shocking ascension, a rebirth. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Wands. And every deck, you've got truth, revelation, breakthrough. It's coming. Okay, so whatever this is, now I'm taking it a little bit external. And you as well, you can't rush things. I think you're someone, especially on the end stop, you can miss some warning signs and red flags. We brought that up in part 1. This quick communication, rapid action. Don't be blinded to that kind of energy anymore. But you as well, you might need to put the brakes on some things with decisions. Especially when it's this that comes over you. You fixate, you obsess, you're impulsive. Like, I don't just think that's external movement. I think that's internally. This is always something you're going to have to keep in check for yourself. You can be blinded to some red flags sometimes, not just through other people, but yourself. And what puts you in this Five of Cups. You do have a world over this, which is beautiful, and this Page of Wands in reverse, redirecting this, but I think this will be a life lesson for you. It'll always come up in certain things. Okay, Ten of Cups, life, and Hierophant energy. So your spiritual equal, another card of marriage. You've got to stop stressing about it. I want one more for that. 10 of Cups, Hierophant, but this 9 of Swords, you've got to stop stressing about, you lack mindfulness here. So even when there's some beautiful things being, these are your lessons. Where's that other card? You will forever, so you're still someone that will wish away your happiness. I always say to get that 10 of Cups, and when we heal, it's not just to heal trauma, it's to appreciate happiness. It's to not wish it away. Is this too good to be true? Will this happen? Especially a mind like yours. So your like forever test in life is, and that comes from a lack of seeing yourself. You deserve what's coming, but you need to believe it, right? If they're presenting you this, but you still are questioning ulterior motives, this and that, because of past hurts, I always see this as victim mentality. That's what I see this as, because we're choosing not to let go of things that burden us, right? And this collective, it's not that you're choosing to, again, just watch from the beginning. I think when you get into this, your mindfulness can start to go out the window, and you can sit in it for a while, and you focus so much on external things, you fail to see what you're doing to yourself, right? And I think they're trying to release so much beauty for you, but this is something you are forever going to have to really pick yourself up on, right? You don't want to be a critical lover anymore. You don't want to be critical of people. And like this is, it always starts with us. How we are for ourselves, our own cup, is how we treat others. Let's get one more for this. Wheel. Lesson, lesson, lesson. This is what repeats on your wheel. But trust. They wouldn't release this if you weren't ready, but I always say, no matter how long you're healing, we said it before, you're always going to be facing ups and downs. Absolute security is an illusion. Even when you get, your ducks in a row, nothing's ever going to be perfect in life, but you've got to accept that. Things don't need to be perfect for you to be able to thrive. So, luck, expansion, change, destiny, opportunities, winning, a turn of events through the karmic wheel. Appreciate it, because you deserve it. Becoming a master of your craft. And you're mastering yourself. I always say, you're never going to hit a point of complete kumbaya. Like, that's rubbish. We're in the human experience. Okay. All right, let's get you some little chimneys. I'm just going to ring that up. All right. Oh, I'm going to say this is my 4-leaf clover. It's a flower, but it reminds me of a 4-leaf clover. I would have just found one, but luck is on your side. Okay, we've got quite a few things here. A little teapot. You could be a witchy poo. You could make brews. You could love teapots. I love teapots. Or you could be drinking a tea. And why do I feel this? Is her name Mrs. Potts on Beauty and the Beast? Chip's mum? Why am I seeing that as her? Maybe you just watch Beauty and the Beast, or you love that movie. I love that movie. Okay, divine intervention, trust. The little white thread. So you do have some silver threads around you right now glowing. So there's stuff coming in. That's good. Black and white animals. You could be seeing a lot of black and white animals. Now you got the dice that came out. And remember, you got the hand of cards rolling the dice. Yes. So there is a dice roll about to be rolled soon. But the number 4. And something with you. Dice, cards, games, memory, like board games or actual card games. Gambling, that's not good. That's that 4-leaf clover. Okay, the white candle wax. So you are magical, especially with this star of magic, the Venus star. And the pot, the little teapot. You definitely, I think, a witchy poo. All right, initials C, love heart. P, E, M, X marks the spot, D, and I. Have confidence in your heart. You're healing. Patient with yourself. Ducks, memory of ducks, but trust your intuition. You collect little crystal animals, or a grandparent did. I this is coming to my mind. There's a reason for this. Anyone in Australia, I don't know if they did this around the world, but when I was a kid, right? And I'm talking like 8, 9 years old, and I'm an 80s baby. Here in Australia, they've got these things called Kinder Surprises with little toys inside. But back in the day, they had these little crystal frogs in all, not crystal, they were like porcelain, right? But now you just, the things that come in these eggs, you have to like click together. And they did have the ones that you'd click together and make, but it was really rare that you would get one of these special frogs. And I'm seeing my little frog collection. My mum used to collect all my little frogs for me. And I had like it's a reason that's coming to my mind. I feel the right collective. I don't know if you collected those Kinder frogs. I'm sure someone will remember what I'm saying. But duality. Could have found 20 cents, but your perseverance will pay off. And you got the 10-cent piece, so 30 could be important, or 20th of the 10th as a birthday. Lapis lazuli, communication. That's 2006 and 1979 years on those coins. Could be a coin collector. Or know someone that's a coin collector, because I was just talking about collecting those frogs. But signs, feathers, go on that treasure hunt we were talking about. See what feathers you find today. All right, important day. Birthdays, memories. 3rd of the 5th, 5th of the 3rd, 20th of the 11th. 4th of the 11th, 11th of the 4th, 13th of the 4th, 20th of the 1st, 201, angel number. 12th of the 1st, 1st of the 12th, 121, 122. Oh, you got 2 here as well. You could be seeing 222 a lot. 17th of the 2nd, 22nd of the 8th. And then you've got 88. So you could be seeing that as well. Karmic clearing, but also abundance. Portal energy, you could be a portal baby, someone connected to you, so born on the 1st of the 1st, 2nd of the 2nd, 3rd of the 3rd. All right, I love you guys, don't stress, get out in nature.